Hi, and welcome back to Good Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody who misses you a ton and has something that they want to tell you, but they're real nervous that you don't really have the time of day for them. Maybe you would slam the door in their face. Maybe you just feel like they're a liar, liar, pants on fire. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I missed you all yesterday. I'm going to try to do 2 live streams today. Might even do just like a double feature, 2 in a row, but we'll see. All right. Oh, it's like cold though, you guys. We're going to start with the Golden Lenormand. I don't normally do this, but I feel like the amethyst is important for somebody out there. That's what actually like drew me to this deck. So maybe you have amethyst, maybe you need amethyst in your life. I don't know. That's for someone. Hello there, Deanna. How are you doing? We've got number 33 and number 22. And you know I like those numbers, right? So here's the deal. There is a choice. It kind of feels like a get out of jail free card or an escape hatch. There is a choice here that somebody can make regarding where they live, who they surround themselves with, what kind of friends they have. There's a pretty momentous decision here. I do feel like it has to do with where somebody spends the majority of their time. And this key is coming out because it's a resolution, a solution, a stress reliever. Somebody's life gets easier when they make the right choice in terms of this. Where do I belong? Who do I belong alongside or hanging out with? That kind of vibe. But we do have the missing you card, right? So this is probably a romantic reading. This is the situations deck. Hi there, Jen. How are you doing? Turkey sandwiches. Vincent and his turkey sandwiches. We have single. And entrapment in the reverse. Okay, so when you see this reading, because it might not be today for me, like maybe this is 2 years in the future, whatever it is, your today is when somebody has figured out how to release themselves from something that they no longer want to be associated with. So we have entrapment in the reverse. They might have financial responsibilities, legal responsibilities, like a lease, or the first one could have been like a marriage or mortgage. There's something here that this person's been able to free themselves from. It's like I hear like chopping. Something is cut off, done. Let's go with the Marigold Tarot. Let's see what we have. The Hermit, the Hanged Man. I don't know if you saw the sideways glance there. I was like, I should see what the template is that the deck that I just pulled sits on, because the majority of my decks that sit on the table or the desk sit on one of these things from John. And I'm literally saying that I've pulled the Hanged Man. I look over and it's the Hanged Man. So this is a very important card. I believe this is Pisces energy. There could be Pisces energy at the core of this reading. Otherwise, the main situation that we have going here is somebody trying to figure out how to resolve this missing you problem and being a bit stagnant. But it's coming out right after the Hermit, which is about somebody who's listening to their intuition or discovering some kind of wisdom. So I feel like they're in search of wisdom because they realize that where they currently are, who they're currently dealing with, these are the things that have put them in the situation that makes them feel stagnant or like they can't move forward the way they want to. So they're acknowledging. All right, so I just saw a reel. Damn it, who was that said it? I'm going to be so mad. I can't remember. If you recognize this quote, please let me know because I can't remember who said it. But basically, she says, when you sit in shit, after a while, you can't smell it anymore. And it's funny because, like, for whatever reason, that always makes me think of like medieval times when people showered like once a year. Like, how did they do it? How could they like deal with all that BO and like the shit in the streets? And yeah, when you are surrounded by a smell, you don't smell it, right? Like those of us who have had cats, you know that litter is going to be something that bothers people without cats more easily when they visit your place, more easily than those who also have cats, right? So we have somebody that didn't realize just how much shit they were surrounded by until recently. Now they're starting to smell it. Now they're starting to realize that they are dealing with Queen of Pentacles in the reverse type energies. This would be the kind of people who perhaps have financial issues consistently, perhaps are thieves, disloyal, not very good at being honest or having your back. So this could be a very cutthroat kind of group of people, family, community of friends, whatever it might be. It could be a work community. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Cups in the reverse is somebody who's like moody or withdrawn, not really getting along with the people around them, or maybe even dealing with the stark reality when they'd been living in a dream or an illusion. Ten of Swords in the reverse and the Magician in the reverse. They don't feel ready to end it. But we have cards that say they end it. I view this Ten of Swords in the reverse as somebody who hasn't put the final nail in a coffin. Like, you're close, but not quite. The words going through my head, you haven't given them the final FU yet. So this would be a situation, whoever is resonating with this Hanged Man energy, and remember, gender is not a thing in tarot. This is just energy, right? You have feminine and masculine energy, whoever you are. This person has gone back and forth with this community or back and forth with this ex, whatever it might be, boss. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Five of Wands. There's an argument that happened based off of somebody being selfish or greedy, really just thinking about themselves, right? And I feel like whoever it was, you would know, that did this or is encompassing this greedy behavior. The person who saw this greedy behavior from the Hanged Man, they might have been very calm. They might have been silent. They might not have made a move, but they saw. Like, I know what you're doing. You can label it whatever you want. You can pretend it didn't happen, but I saw that particular side to you. there's an argument here, and I feel like it's it's coming across to me as like who has control, who is top dog, who calls the shots in this situation. And the best advice I could give to anyone in this situation is listen to your gut, follow your intuition, because the person who loses the most is the one that ignores their intuition, is the one who listens to their ego or listens to their pride, listens to bad advice from others, whatever it might be. There is a loss here. And honestly, the way that the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is underneath the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, it feels to me like the people who lose out are the people that this Hanged Man is considering walking away from. There's a major decision here. Like, this is a path, right? That's literally what the card is in the Lenormand. And it indicates that it splits and you have to go right or left, buddy. You can't just like keep walking down the middle. But I mean, you could, but you might smudge your pumas. But it's number 22, right? And then we also get the Two of Rings or the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. The number 2 is very important. These two cards are on either side of the King of Rings. This is somebody who they default to a loyal kind of energy. They may have been tainted, is the word coming to mind. You tend to become those who you hang around. You have to adjust, right? You have to acclimate. Some people make you feel like you can sit back and relax, maybe even like put your hands behind your head, right? Like I'm chill. Other people make you want to take a boxing stance. This person's been in a boxing stance for a long time, and I think so long that they just kind of felt like that's how they should always be with people. But they default to being a good person. They're a mirror. So what you give them, they will dish it right back. You steal from me, I'll steal from you. You hit me, I'll hit you right back. But I don't think that's how they want to live. I feel like this Two of Rings or Two of Pentacles indicates somebody that feels like they found another person that's like them on their level. And that's why we have this choice, right? Because you don't just up and change your life for somebody that's forgettable, for a direction that, is medium. Those mids, I think I'll just like totally torch my whole life for it. No. Let's go with the Kipper. We have number 33 coming out again. So number 33 and number 22 are absolutely important, right? Because we have the 2 2s come out. Should I put on my rainbow tutu? It would kind of match my shirt, right? There's health concerns here for somebody. Depending on your situation, you would likely know. This is referencing mental health or physical health or both, and has kind of exacerbated some of the concerns this person had over who was in their life to begin with. Let's just put it this way. You find out who your real friends are when you're not doing well. If you don't have buckets of money in the bank, if you don't have cell phone, if you don't have a way to meet people where they are, you know, like this person, having gone through whatever this health concern is, has really seen who's willing to be there for them or who cares for them, and who's false. Because we also have number 8, false person. If you identify that someone in your social circle, especially if it's a small social circle, is wearing a mask or pretending to support you or, you know, pretending to like you, ask yourself why. Why are they there? Why do you give them access? Do they deserve to know what's going on? Do they deserve to know your wins, your concerns? I think you know the answer. This is a decision as to whether or not someone can get rid of the disloyal people in their life. How much does it mean to you, your peace and solitude? Are you willing to sacrifice an echo chamber for your ego so that you can have peace? Or is your ego more important? Nine of Swords in the reverse, 3 of Swords. They're just really heartbroken. Sometimes I see this 9 of Swords in the reverse as unexpected assistance from other people. Not when it comes out with the 3 of Swords in the upright. This is the kind of heartbreak that makes you fall to your knees. The kind of heartbreak that makes you question who you are and who you want to be. The kind of heartbreak that makes you realize that you've become something you didn't want to become, or that you ruined something real. Queen of Pentacles. In a world full of Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, you messed something up with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Somebody that was actually like real. The Queen of Pentacles, yeah, that could be somebody who's financially successful. That could be somebody who is seen as reliable. But for me, like the defining characteristic, what I really see when I see a King or Queen of Pentacles, but especially a Queen of Pentacles, is somebody who is like there for you. You need a ride? I'm there. You need $10? I got you. You're hungry? Let me make you some food. You know, like this person is legit. We have the 2 of Pentacles coming out again. We have that right up here, along with the Knight of Wands and the 3 of Wands in the reverse. This person, the King of Pentacles, who has the decision, the Hanged Man energy, they have to decide quickly what they want. It's like we're on a game show and there's 30 seconds on the clock and you have to decide door 1, door 2, or door 3, and don't mess up. If you choose the wrong one, it's just a bunch of spiders. It's just a bunch of snakes. But if you choose the right one, you know. Hi there, Mountain Girl. How are you doing? Let's get one more. What is this Hanged Man afraid of? Hermit in the reverse. This person is afraid of taking the wrong advice. So it feels to me like they've got people in either camp. Whether or not they have explicitly said, these are the 2 things that I'm deciding between, they know how people feel. They know which side of the fence they're on. There are some people that would answer this question based on how it impacts them. Well, if whatever makes you happy takes you away from me and now I don't get to use you for XYZ, or I don't have this connection, or I don't have this whatever, then I'm going to answer, don't do that. Because I want to be able to, you know, have what I want. Nine of Swords in the reverse is clarified by the Temperance. All right, one more. Part man, part woman, all angel. One of my favorite cards from this deck. Probably my second favorite. If y'all remember the Justices. Chef's kiss. Yeah. This King of Pentacles has it bad for an Empress. Somebody that lives their life with love as like their main motivator. Now, I can say that, and for some of you, it might not mean a lot. But when I say that, that is a really big deal to me. To me, that goes hand in hand with somebody who's being authentic. Because when you live your life from a place of love, as opposed to from a place of fear, you no longer have to deal with the concerns of, oh, they're, over there telling me that I'm not living my life right. I'm going to live my life the way that I want. I'm going to do it in the way where maybe I like minimize the risk or the gossip or the scandal, but I'm not going to feel bad about doing what is right for me. I'm going to be authentic. And if I am passionate about something, if I am passionate about someone, yeah, I'm going to be honest about it. This is somebody who's very bold individual, this Empress. And I feel like that has been a bit of a breath of fresh air for this King of Pentacles, who feels like maybe they deal with a lot of people that wear masks or are fake. But there's also a sense here that this King of Pentacles feels they can trust this Empress more, because instead of coming from a place of fear, this is somebody who is confident and doesn't need to manipulate, right? Or use people. The Empress is somebody who knows how to create their own empire. They can be very creative. They can be exceptional mothers, fathers, whatever they might be, right? Don't get too caught up on the gender. But this Temperance card is what I'm really focused on, because this is like light and dark to me, right? I think what captured this King of Pentacles is that this Empress has two sides. And I don't mean to say like, surprise, the bitches arrived. Like, this isn't somebody who just like gets angry and that's their other side. Like, if you go around bragging about how you're like sweet and savage and like, your other side is that you get mad and yell at people, do better. That's not another side. That's just a sign of immaturity. Love you. But if you want to actually understand the concept of like yin and yang, not that I can really speak to that because it's not my culture, but like that's what comes to mind visually, that idea of having that light and dark, it's that you have fought through difficult things and still maintained the ability to love or trust people, right? This is somebody who has conquered a lot, recovered from a lot, and maintained their humanity, their integrity. We have the Seven of Swords and the Six of Wands. Someone feels like this Empress was hidden or was like hiding their success. It's because this Empress isn't like always bragging. Maybe that's part of this community, right? Maybe this King of Pentacles is dealing with people that like, as soon as somebody does something slightly noteworthy, they're like, look what I did. Hey, mom, watch. Whereas this Empress can, take things on, cross things off their list, achieve things, and they don't have to plaster it all over Facebook. They don't have to plaster it all over Instagram. They don't have to shout it from the mountaintop. They did it, and that's what matters to them. Like, I'm pretty cool. If people find out, cool. If not, eh. I still did the thing, you know? That's pretty cool. So again, a sense of like integrity, humility, perhaps, while still having some confidence. Because, like, yo, you don't wear that unless you're a little confident, right? Two Wands in the reverse. There's an understanding about this decision that this King of Pentacles is making, that once you make this decision, you do not get to have a do-over. You do not get to turn back. So there could have been multiple chapters here. This is the last straw, okay? It's a desert vibe, so I was seeing if there's a camel, because, you know, the whole like last or straw that broke the camel's back vibe. I do not see a camel, okay? Yeah, so tread carefully. Think about the situation. I feel compelled to tell you about one of the things that helps me make decisions. It's a little compass, if you will. If I think back on this moment in 5 years, will I regret doing this or will I regret doing that? What is more likely? Like, not always the right approach, but pretty often gets me the answer that I need to be able to, like, you know, figure it out. All right, let's go with the Morgan Greer. What else do we have? Four of Swords, Eight of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This need to heal something or figure out how to move forward has caused a little bit of like isolation or a need to block out all of the noise. And to some, this is being viewed as an obstacle or a hiatus. There could be people being a little bit short-tempered or getting frustrated with this person because they're not moving as quickly as some people would like them to. Eight of Cups. The Fool. If this if this King of Pentacles decides to start a new life and walk away from this community that is no longer on their level, it would be like kind of difficult to explain to this King of Pentacles what that would be like, but I do think they have imagined it or gotten a taste of it, and that's what's scary. Like, what if it isn't like that? You know, what if this is some like Gone Girl shit? Because to be fair, it takes a while to really know somebody, right? You can spend every day with somebody for months and then find out who they really are. So this decision is slightly compromised or more complicated because this person is struggling to trust their intuition about whether or not somebody's really, like, truly this Queen of Pentacles. I mean, they came out as the Empress, so like that's probably more so what I'd be questioning. But you know, that's the element that they really want to know about. Like, yeah, you love me, yeah, you think I'm hot, but do you really want to just like be there for me? I don't know what accent that is, but you know. Oh God, I don't know where it went. Shit. They went under the bookcase, you guys. Technical difficulties. Page of Pentacles. That's like... This is like super butterflies. Oh no, there's like literally hair on that card. This is like realizing a dream, or like a dream come true. Building a life that somebody has been thinking about for a long time. This is super dreamy for me, even though we have that Pentacles energy, which is more grounded. Feels to me like we have somebody that wants to make a dream a reality. What do I have to do to bring that into reality? Nine of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. This person is deciding to do the work. If I want what I want, and I do, I have to do the work for it. I have to actually, like, you know, fix some things in my life. I don't know, fix my attitude. This absolutely requires a relinquishing or an ending of friendships, or distancing oneself from a community that, I guess I want to say, is bad news, focuses on the wrong things, exalts the wrong things, you know? Oh, cool, you're a bad person? Sweet. Let's be friends. Okay. How does that work for you? You're just like friends until you decide to not be cool anymore? Three of Cups. I don't know, man. I saw all of them. I'm doing it. There's going to be a desire here for a reunion, or running into somebody at an event. Maybe even making plans to come see somebody in person. But the focus is, how do I get a chance? How do I get what I want? And an acknowledgement that the blocker is the people they're dealing with. The people that they're dealing with are individuals who don't listen to their intuition. These could be individuals that really like to be partying more often than having deep conversations or working on themselves. If they have goals, they're probably not super focused on them. They're kind of like lost, right? So if you're in this kind of environment, it could be that much more difficult to understand truth and clarity and honor true love, because you've been so surrounded by shit. The pool, okay? Yeah. You've been eating fake Oreos your whole life, and then you have a real Oreo, and then you're like, man, I really need some more of that real Oreo, okay? Once you pop, you can't stop, right? Isn't that the Pringles line? All right, this is the Romance Angel Oracle. Let's see what we have for you here. Oh, yeah, don't say. Golly, it's almost like I was just talking about people who lie all the time. I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't stop doing accents today. Maybe we're dealing with a community where there's a lot of different types of people. This King of Pentacles is healing family issues. That's the core element here. So I do feel like trust problems or conditional love may have been a problem from a very young age for this person. Look, if I've only ever used an easy bake oven to make my cookies, I might struggle a little bit when I had like the opportunity to use a real oven, right? Hi there, Paul. How are you doing? I always wanted one of those things, you guys, and I never got one. I had to just like make friends with people that had them. They were really fun, weren't they? Yeah. I'm glad, Tiana. I'm glad at least you like that. All right. I had already put that one down. I didn't even tell you about it. I'm sorry. How rude of me. So we have, okay, so we could be dealing with a Virgo energy here because we had the Hermit come out multiple times, and this one's the Hermit. And we had the King of Pentacles, right? Doesn't have to be. But we've got let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life, and this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoy the reading. Thank you, everyone, for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading.